JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and to share the news with someone today. Now on to the news. Man killed and gun seized in alleged confrontation with police. A man was shot dead and an illegal gun seized during an alleged confrontation with the police on Content Avenue off Waltham Park Road in St. Andrew on Wednesday. The dead man has been identified as 23-year-old Shockwell Punal, otherwise called Trackstar, a warehouse attendant from Content Avenue. According to information received, at about 5:35 a.m., police conducted an intelligence operation on Content Avenue when the incident occurred. A 9mm pistol with 3 rounds of 9mm cartridges was seized from the deceased. The police have disclosed that Punal was a high-ranking member of a notorious gang from the Content Avenue area. He has been on the police's radar for several murders and shootings within the St. Andrew South and the Central divisions. The Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom has since launched a probe into the fatal shooting. Head of Area 4, Assistant Commissioner Michael Phelps, said the police are warning gang members to think twice about any impending attack on the security forces.
Subsequent to the fatal shooting of this man down in the Content area of Waltham Park Road, the police have been receiving intelligence about planned attacks by members of the gang on the security forces. We want to use this opportunity to just alert those persons who might be stupid enough to think that they can attack our security forces and win. We want to let them know that we are more than trained and we are prepared to defend ourselves against any attack. And of course, we'll be using all lawful means in repelling any threat force that shall rise up against the security forces at this time.
Police said Punal is the second in command of the Sevens gang, which operates some sections of Bay Farm Road, 75 Lane, 77 Lane, Campbell Boulevard and Norwich, and Content Avenues. The members of the gang are reportedly aligned with the Maho Drive gang in the St. Andrew South Division, the police said. The Sevens gang leader is currently abroad, and Punal reportedly managed the day-to-day operations by coordinating all the clique's activities, including contract killings. According to the police, there has been heightened tension within the Waltham Park area of the St. Andrew Central Division, resulting from a long-standing feud between the Sevens and Dust City gangs. This feud, police revealed, has had a tremendous effect on the social life of residents of several communities, including the children and their education. Punal was being sought in connection with several murders and shootings, including a quadruple murder last November in the St. Andrew South Division. Guns seized in police snap raid in Denham Town. Lawmen attached to the Kingston Western Police Division have seized an illegal gun in Denham Town. No arrest was made in connection with the seizure. Reports from the Denham Town Police are that at about 4:20 p.m., cops, acting on information, carried out a snap raid at Milk Lane, and a .38 revolver and 2.3 cartridges were found inside a house. Investigation continues. Jamaican fugitive Orville Purnell arrested in the U.S. Jamaican fugitive Orville Purnell, who escaped from the Kingston Central Police lockup in December 2021, is in custody after being arrested by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE agents in Savannah, Georgia. The 32-year-old escaped from police custody in Jamaica while awaiting extradition to St. Lucia on murder charges. Purnell was apprehended by ICE Homeland Security Investigations and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosive Special Agents on April 4, following an extensive investigation and a multinational manhunt. Purnell had reportedly walked out of the Jamaican lockup on December 1, days before he was due to face an extradition hearing. His escape caused 3 police officers who were on duty to be placed on interdiction. According to a release from ICE, U.S. Border Patrol agents encountered Purnell on December 7, 2022, near San Isidro, California, after he attempted to enter the U.S. using a fake identity. He was paroled into the country and given a notice to appear. In July of 2023, Purnell was arrested by the Clayton County Sheriff in Clayton County, Georgia, for the possession of a stolen motorcycle and attempting to evade arrest. During the arrest, police discovered a stolen 9mm handgun. The U.S. authorities located and arrested Purnell after their investigation led them to the Savannah area. He was taken into custody without incident, ICE noted. Purnell faces charges of being an alien in possession of a weapon in the U.S. and is expected to be extradited back to St. Lucia for his murder trial. Tension reignites in Park and 100 Lanes. after women shot in drive-by. There is renewed tension in Park Lane and 100 Lane communities along Weddell's Road in St. Andrew, following the shooting injury of 2 women, one pregnant, on Sunday after a reported abduction attempt and a drive-by attack. A 48-hour curfew was imposed in the area on Monday night. It is understood that in Sunday's latest attack, one of the women sustained a bullet wound to her breast and the other in the buttocks. July 24 will mark 4 years since the mysterious disappearance of a member of the community, which is reportedly at the root of the ongoing turmoil that has displaced several people over time. Residents say that on July 24, 2021, also the day for triple murder in the area, men dressed in police gear reportedly drove an unmarked car into the community and ordered Shadane Bryan, otherwise called Kishi, into the vehicle before reversing at high speed out of the community despite their objections. The police have maintained that they were not part of any operation to remove Bryan. He has not been seen or heard from since. There have since been several shootings, murders and growing tension in the communities, reportedly linked to the internal feud. And the youth them a runway, and them strap back Sunday night. Them want back the place. So the same old war a go on. Man with their prisoner, man with their friend a fight this war, one resident said. It is understood that the shooting on Sunday followed an unsuccessful abduction attempt. Them say a youth, him a no gangster. Him and one of the woman them a par, and then come and jam them and tell them to go in the car right on the front where the jerk stand them there, and them run off. And then run them down and fire pure shot. As so the woman them get gunshot, an alleged eyewitness said. Jerk vendors along the corridor are concerned as the violence has dealt a severe blow to their livelihoods. Anytime war a go on, nobody now buy chicken or food. Curfew means that the place that down early, and people then come here go other places. We can't manage the war, one jerk vendor lamented. The place stands bad, said one resident. One man sent others from prison, and one day Canada found the badness. They had found me that run away too from Park Lane, and I saw the internal conflict just grow. Nobody now cry peace. The St. Andrew North Police said they are monitoring the latest flare-up and said residents will have to adjust to the new security measures. Play the fool and find out. PM warns criminals as ground breaks on $3.8 billion Raintree development. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has issued a strong warning to criminals who may attempt to exploit the construction of the Raintree commercial complex in St. Catherine. Speaking at the groundbreaking ceremony for the $3.8 billion development, Holness cautioned that if illicit actors are allowed to interfere at the start of the construction, it would amount to the state relinquishing control of the project and fostering an environment where practices such as extortion could thrive.
Last year, I broke ground for a new wing at the Spanish Town Hospital. And at that groundbreaking, I was quite clear that if it took the deployment of the JDF to secure the site and to run the site as if it were a military barracks, then that is what I will do to ensure that no criminal, that no Don, that no one who feels that they have control over any area can come here and say they are securing the site or extorting. If we allow that to take root at the beginning of the construction, then we would have given up the sovereign control of the state over the development and set the basis on which things like extortion would reign. So for those criminals listening, for those Dons listening, for those who feel that they have control over this area, try it and see. Yes, man, try it and see. Play the fool and find out. I can't be any clearer in my statement. And I hope that you see the passion that I have. I keep telling people, you know, it took us 9 years to get to this point. There are those who believe that it's what is happening today started yesterday. No, we have been planning this for 9 years. It took us 9 years to put in zones of special operation, deployment of the states of public emergency. Whilst that was happening, we were investing in the JDF, maximizing the equipment and capability and training. We have moved the JDF from a complement of about 4,000, they're about 8,000, a little bit over 8,000 now. And when we were doing that, we were criticized. Oh, we are militarizing policing. And then we started to invest heavily in the police, changing their vehicles, changing their telecommunications, changing their training and doctrine and leadership, investing in their investigative capabilities and intelligence gathering. The JCF today is not the same as the JCF 10 years ago. Cases that would happen and go cold and no results, within weeks, you are seeing the results. So those criminals who believe that they are operating in the same space are mistaken. And it is important that I warn them. Because when they get what is coming to them, and there are those who will cry out in sympathy for them, the society will know that I went to great lengths publicly to warn them. And I would encourage you to take my words seriously.
Morning, sir. I'm very well, sir.
Good to see you.
Yes, sir.
How are things?
Things are very good, sir.
Yes.
As at this time, we have a 36.9% drop in murders.
36.
36.9, sir.
I'll just round that up.
Right, to
that's
37.
37?
Yes, sir. And we have an 18% overall drop in major crimes. We are also doing pretty well with road safety. We have a 21% reduction in fatalities. And so we continue to monitor all around.
I have been noticing on the road fatalities that you have had multiple casualty accidents happen, particularly on the highway. What are the measures you're going to put in place to address these?
Well, one of the things that we have done is to look at the timings. We have observed, unfortunately, that it is at the times when there is very little traffic on the road, in the early mornings between 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. in the mornings. What we are doing is to task our highway patrols to monitor those areas very closely. And I believe that that is one of the things we have to do to slow it down.
So it is the time of day, which is really the time of night.
Right,
very,
sir.
very early morning.
Right, sir.
And it may be that they're coming in from parties or...
That is so, sir. So we actually twin our speed enforcement with our breathalyzer checks.
Yes.
And we have been doing much better with that. This year, in fact, we have started to measure the numbers. So previously, we had instruments that we were not able to measure that there was alcohol, only those that exceeded. But we have started this year to get data, which, as we speak, 66 persons were measured with having alcohol, albeit only 11 of them is over the threshold.
Okay.
We may have to look at the
threshold. We'll be discussing this. In fact, tomorrow I'm meeting with the Road Safety Council, and that is something that we will probably look at again. But I want to congratulate you.
Thank you very much, sir.
And the police force in general. A 36.9%
drop in murders
is amazing.
It is, sir.
Amazing.
We continue to
Very
work.
good.
Thank you, sir.
JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.